Hey, it's Tom Zeeb with Traction Real Estate Mentors, and in this quick video, I want to talk to you about a big, giant, colossal problem that I see real estate investors make, and I want it fixed. Keep it rolling and stay tuned. So there is a big, giant, colossal problem that I see happening again and again and again with real estate investors. Real estate investors of all levels, whether they're beginners who want to get started, or intermediate that are looking to enhance and advance their investing career, and even advanced people when they find something to do. Here's what that problem is. They don't implement anything. It's not enough to just take a course. You can invest in systems all day long. You can go to boot camps all day long. You can do all sorts of things, none of which is going to matter a lick if you don't wind up implementing what it is that you're supposed to do. It's not enough just to do the training. You actually have to go ahead and implement what you're taught at the training. It's a big issue. What is it that holds people back? It's like, oh, it's kind of a bright, shiny object syndrome. Oh, if I had this training, then I would finally get better. If I had this training, then I would finally do it. It's the same thing that happens every New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Everyone signs up for a gym membership because you're convinced that actually paying for the gym is going to make you go, and that's finally what's going to do it. And then by the end of January, you don't show up at the gym anymore because you weren't really committed to doing it. You were only doing it with the prospect of perhaps saving money, or thinking that that money that you're spending money, and that money that you're spending was going to make you actually do it. But you don't wind up implementing consistently. And that's the exact same thing when you sign up for yet another real estate investing course and then do absolutely nothing with it. That's a big problem. So one reason at my bootcamp, it's called the Rapid Cash Generator Implementation Bootcamp. The focus is on implementation. I get you implementing at the bootcamp, actually calling motivated sellers, talking to them, learning how to research them, finding them, talking to them, getting those negotiations rolling, getting those negotiations started. Because if you do that, then you've got a snowball's chance, and you know where, of actually being able to keep it going afterwards. Otherwise, that's what happens. You go to a boot camp, you come back and you go, oh, that was a great experience. And then the phone rings, it's Monday morning, you forget everything you learned, all of it starts to fade away, and nothing happens. And that's a crying shame, because then what was the purpose of having gone to the boot camp? What was the purpose of having learned that knowledge and applied that? What was the purpose of having all of that? It winds up being nothing. So the key is, the number one takeaway you need to get from this video is that you need to implement what you learn. In fact, I could argue that don't do anything else until you implement the very last thing that you taught, the very last course that you took, the very last training that you had. Go ahead and implement it. And if it's been a while, if it's been a couple months, don't just throw it under the table. Don't go dig up that dusty notebook. Find the notes that you took and start implementing. Go through there and relive it and think about, why did you invest in that in the first place, and what did that mean to you? Why was that valuable? What did you think you were going to get out of it? And then ask yourself, did you get that out of it? Because if you did, fantastic. Chances are you didn't. And if you didn't, then that's the time to go ahead and ask, why not? And why isn't now the time to finally start implementing, even if it's a couple months later on? That's my tip for today. Actually implement that which you've already learned. If you haven't learned anything, you haven't learned it right, if you've looked at it and said that isn't right, well then I invite you to check out my implementation bootcamp. I think you'll like it. Take a look at the page for it. It's tractionrealestatementors.com/bootcamp, or just go to tractionrealestatementors.com, click on the implementation bootcamp link, and see if it's a fit. It's not going to be a fit for everybody, but if it is a fit to you, if it speaks to you, if it makes sense to you, if that seems like something that you would actually do and not just gloss over, pass over, or go through it. I don't want people that don't do anything. I want people that implement, because then you become wonderful success stories for me. I actually like that. I love watching people change what they're doing from actually having implemented what it is I taught them to do. If you liked this video and got something out of it, go ahead and click on the like button below and forward it to someone who you think would also benefit from it. I think a lot of us have things that we've said we wanted to do and then never quite got around to doing them. Now's the time. Get out there and implement what you know. For TractionRealEstateMentors.com, it's Tom Zeeb. I look forward to seeing you implement. See you later.